Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a project share of some cards I've created, and it started with a birthday card that I created for one of my friends whose birthday's coming up. And I have to say, I think when it comes to paper crafting, my most favorite thing to create now are cards. It used to be pocket letters, and then it was the loaded hoop. I still love making wands. Wands, I think, are like cards on a stick. But I love making cards. And so I'm definitely going to be making a lot more for pretty much everybody in my life now. So stay tuned. I do have a lot of ideas, and so hopefully I'll be able to share them with you. And the first card that I want to show you is the birthday card that I told you about for my friend. And she is very fashionable, which is the reason why I used this leopard print paper for her envelope. And so I asked her, and she's a new friend, so I asked her kind of, nonchalantly, what are your favorite colors? And she said that it was red, gold, and white. So I wanted to know because then I could make her card based on those colors. And I'll show you what I created. And I love the way it has turned out. So I found this image on Pinterest. I think it's by Robert Best. It's one of the vintage Barbies. And it totally reminded me of her because she's got the big red hair. I've seen her with the red lip. She's very fashionable, like I said. So she totally reminded me of her, so I had to use this picture. And as she mentioned, I used red, gold, and white for this card. I started with 65-pound cardstock from Michaels for the base in this red color. And then I used a die to cut out this picture. As you can see, it's kind of like a scalloped rectangle. And then I cut out this gold glitter rectangle. I think it's called a mounting piece. So it's just for some layering. And I had this die in my stash that says Happy Birthday. And I cut that out of gold foil. And then I have just a couple of small clusters. She's not a paper crafter. She's not at all into crafting, so I didn't make it as busy as I would normally. And so I just kind of kept it a little bit simple. As you can see, I just have a few flowers. I have these rose buds. I also cut out some gold foil leaves just for some added dimension. And I think it turned out so pretty. Here is the inside. So I got these stickers from Dollar Tree. I cut out this rectangle using a die in my stash. And then I had this stamp that says Born Classy. Happy birthday. I thought that was perfect, especially with the theme of the card. And I just love the way this has turned out. So I will be writing my message to her in here. And I just wanted to share that because I was really proud of the way it turned out. So, hope you like it too. Next card I want to show you. This is the envelope that I created for it. So, I will be leaving my firm for the past 7 years. I can't believe I'm saying that. So, this week is going to be my last. And the office services manager at my firm is just so amazing. She's just the sweetest, again, most amazing person. She's helped me so much throughout my time at this firm. And, excuse me, she's seen some of my projects because most of them, when I send them out, come from, well, not come from, but I put it together at the office in the mailroom. And so she's commented on them, she likes them, so I thought I would make something for her. And again, I nonchalantly asked what color she liked. She said she likes pastel, but she likes anything blue. So blue's a little bit of a challenge for me. I don't have a whole lot of blue products, but I think I managed. So this is the envelope, and just used this sticker to keep it closed. And here is the card. So for this one, I decided to use the Ruby Girl from Polkadoodles. And this one is a shaker. I thought it would be kind of fun to give her a shaker. So I started with a piece of 65-pound cardstock, and then I just layered on this really light blue kind of damask pattern paper. Again, the focal point is the shaker, so there's not a whole lot of surface area for me to work on, because I really wanted the shaker to be nice and big. I cut it out of foam 3 times, and then I cut it out of this glittery paper and filled it with sequins. On the inside, I have a gift bag that I cut up. I have some flowers here that I got from AliExpress. These heart stickers are from Dollar Tree. Put this little charm. I love these. I got a bunch of these from AliExpress recently, and they're just gorgeous. And just kind of tie that on with some wire, or actually a stem from one of my flowers. Oopsies. I cut out some butterflies out of gold foil. And then I had this thank you, which was perfect, as this is a thank you card. And I got this with my Cuttlebug. And then I edged it with some of this yellow flower bead trim. I'm actually not feeling it, but I think she says she likes pastel colors, so I think she'll like it. And this is an easel card. So I used some lace and some more of that yellow flower bead trim as stoppers. And then inside is where I'll be writing my message. That's the same paper that I layered on the front. And I really like the way that's turned out. I love the way that it shakes. I put so many bits in there. I also made her a wand. So she's seen my wand, and it's the wand particularly that she really liked. So again, I made it out of, well, it's kind of blue themed. For this one, the focal girl, or the focal point, is the girl from Karamfila. She's the sewing girls. And I will link it down below. I'll link the Polkadoodles girl down below as well if you want to check it out. So this wand is made using a rosette die that I had in my stash. And I cut it out of this really pretty light blue glitter paper. And that comes from Michael's. This paper pad here, it's called Magical Glitter. I'm so glad I had this, because like I don't have any blue paper. So use that. And then I layered on a die that I cut out using a die from KS Craft. I used a doily. I also edged it with some of this teardrop pearl trim, and I think that's just so pretty, the way that it's just sticking out like that. Of course, I have my flower clusters. I love flower clusters, and all of these come from AliExpress. I also included some little stamens and some holographic leaves. And the stamens come from a local fabric store. The leaves come from Dollarama. I included some feathers. I just love this effect. These come from Daiso. Here's another one of those pearl heart stickers from Dollar Tree. And then I cut out this typewriter because she's in office services. So I thought that'd be kind of cute to tie in her job into the wand. I wanted a little bit more sparkle, so I included these crystals on the edge. I also edged the creases with some of this bling sticker. And I love that, the way that looks, because the light really catches them, and they really, really sparkle. I love it. Here I made a double bow using some ribbon I got at Dollar Tree, and then I had this kind of crystal heart that I got from an Instagram D-stash. Oh my goodness. And the straw comes from the Target dollar spot. Sorry, she wanted to say hi. Okay. So I love the way that's turned out. It's blue, but I've got a little bit of white. I got a little bit of yellow. So I hope she likes it because, again, she has been such a big help to me, and I really wanna thank her in style. So that's that. And the last card I want to show you is one that I made for a subscriber of mine. She is so nice. She has gifted me some amazing things, and so I really wanted to create some things for her and return her kindness. And so she is a very big fan of the color pink. She is also a very big fan of ballerinas. So this is the card that I created for her. And I know there is a lot going on. I may have gone a bit too far, but as you can see, I went with a very monochromatic theme. I pretty much just stuck with pink and white. So I guess not monochromatic then, because monochromatic would mean one. But anyway, I did break it up a little bit with some white, just so it has a little bit of dimension. This is by far the biggest card I have made. And so I started with some pink cardstock from Michaels. And it is an easel card. So let's see, where do I start? First I edged the pink cardstock with some ink. You can barely see that because I edged it with this pearl heart trim. I also used this roughly satin trim I got from Daiso. And here's the back. I did cover the back so that it's clean and that you don't see the edge of the trim. So the paper I use is actually a digital paper. I can't remember exactly where I got it. I will see if I can find it and I will link it down below. I cut out this really kind of geometric pattern out of the same pink paper I used for the card, just for some more layering. I made it into a shaker, so this one is also a shaker, and this time I found this image on Pinterest, and she is a ballerina, so I thought it was perfect. I colored her hair orange. I think she's from Swan Lake because it almost looks like she's got feathers in her hair. And I stickled the feathers as well as the top, oopsies, sorry, as well as the top of her tutu and the bottom as well. I also cut out these ballerina slippers and just put it in the corner here for some extra layering. I cut out this die 3 times out of foam, and in this pink paper I also used some of this pearl heart trim all around it. I had this die that says shine in my stash, and I cut that out 3 times in this really pretty pink glitter paper to give it a little bit more dimension. And as you can see, it's a shaker. I don't know if you can tell, but the paper inside is different from the paper I used for the card, again for just some more dimension. I also included, let's see if I can find them, I don't know if I can find them anymore, but I also included some, there's one, some crystal or pink crystals as one of the bits. And I should have a few in there, but for some reason I can only find the one. I found these lace hearts on AliExpress, and it's in this pink color. And then I have this flower cluster here. So this is different from how I usually do my flower clusters because it's very symmetrical. So I started with this big one here I got from Dollarama, and then just worked my way out. Whatever I did on one side, I did on the other. So these stamens here comes from AliExpress. So does this flower. Oops, I'm not afraid. This flower, and this flower. This flower I think I got from eBay. I also included these stamens here, which I also got from AliExpress. And I went over the roses with this new paste I found on eBay called Glitter Kiss. I dropped it so a piece fell off. But anyway, this is amazing. It gives it such shimmer and such sparkle. I love it. So that's the card. And I also included some of these flat backs that I got from Michaels. So for the stopper, because like I said, it is an easel card, I have this swan. And so I hauled these from Your Dollar Store with More recently. I painted it white and went over it again with this paste to give it shimmer and sparkle. Included some flowers that I got from Daiso and another flower from AliExpress. Also have this lace, kind of crochet lace trim that I got from AliExpress. And the thing I love the most about this swan is the fact that once it's actually opened up and sitting, you know, because this acts as a stopper, it almost looks like it's part of the card. And I love that. That is so cool. Because, again, I think she comes from Swan Lake, so I thought it would be perfect to have a swan. Here is the inside where I will be writing my message to her. And as usual with my easel cards, I like to have my messages hidden. So all you see is the stopper. And I thought this turned out super pretty. I hope she likes it. Again, I'll be including this with some other projects, which I will share in a later video, but I really wanted to share this one as I just finished it and wanted to include it in this project share. So that was the cards I wanted to share with you guys. Again, this is going to be a start of something that I hope to continue because I love making cards, and I hope you enjoyed this. And until my next video, have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.